In the dense, shadowy woods, where the trees seemed to stretch into the sky like gnarled fingers, a man wandered alone. His boots crunched on the brittle leaves beneath him, and the only light came from the slivers of moonlight breaking through the thick canopy above. He wasn't lost, not exactly, but there was an unsettling feeling in his gut, something primal, whispering that he wasn't alone. As he walked, the air grew colder, the silence thicker. The usual hum of the forest, the chirp of crickets, the rustling of leaves, was gone. It was too quiet, unnaturally still. His breath came out in visible puffs, and his skin prickled with the sense that eyes were on him, watching from the shadows. Then, in the distance, he saw movement. A figure, standing among the trees, motionless. At first, he thought it was a trick of the light, but no, it was real. A man, standing perfectly still, facing him. The figure was tall, unnaturally so, with a silhouette that seemed almost human, but wrong. His face was in shadow, obscured by the trees, and an uneasy feeling crept into the man's bones. He called out, "Hello," but there was no response. The figure didn't move. It just stood there, silent, watching. The man took a step closer, and then another, curiosity warring with fear. That's when he saw it. The figure had no face. Where a face should have been, there was only smooth, pale skin, featureless and blank, like a mannequin. The man's heart thundered in his chest as panic clawed its way up his throat. He turned to run, but his feet felt heavy, as if the ground itself was pulling him down. The faceless figure took a step toward him, and then another, moving slowly, deliberately, as if it knew there was no escape. The man tried to scream, but no sound came out. His voice was trapped in his chest, strangled by terror. The faceless man was closer now, and with each step, the woods seemed to grow darker, the air thicker, suffocating. He stumbled, falling to the ground, his hands clawing at the dirt as he tried to crawl away. But it was too late. The faceless figure loomed over him, its presence oppressive, and as it bent down, the man felt a cold hand grip his shoulder. The last thing he saw before the darkness swallowed him whole was his own reflection in the blank, featureless face, his own terrified eyes staring back at him. And then, silence.